Well, Rise and Grind DMV, happy Sunday. We are waking up to cloudy skies across the area, and a few locations are starting to see some of that wintry precipitation. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that forecast coming up.
This morning on DC News Now, a serious stabbing in Arlington. We'll have the latest details from police in this investigation. And a big change coming to Metro. New tech promising a faster commute for Red Line passengers. Plus, it's football Sunday. Commanders taking on the Saints. What you need to know as the team resumes the hunt for the NFC wild card spot.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you for waking up with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tosin Fakile. Your time, it is 8 o'clock on this Sunday, December 15th. Our countdown to Christmas continues. It's 10 days to Christmas, everybody. And you know what else? Winter is coming. It's a lot sooner than you think. Brittany will have that answer in just a bit, but it's already feeling like winter outside. We're sending you with this live look over the horizon. You can see the monument way off in the distance. You can also see the remnants of the sun that has come up, the beautiful colors in the sky. It's also a bit cloudy out there, people. So brace for impact. But meteorologist Brittany Ward on the desk with me. Brittany, it is a very busy day in the weather department today. I mean, it is cold. There's wintry warnings. There's rain coming. It's too much.
Yeah, and you know what? I will say this. For our friends in DC along the metro, you're only going to be dealing with rain and, of course, the cold. But our friends off to the west, they're going to be holding on to
I like how she's trying to give us a warm blanket in this weather forecast.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to give you the brighter news, you know?
Yeah, you look the part.
Yeah, trying to brighten up your day right now on this cloudy day. But yes, overall, as you head closer to the district, we are going to be tracking plain rain. It's our friends off to the west in the higher elevations. You guys will be dealing with that wintry mix as we head through much of the day today. So you're taking a look at satellite and radar right now, showing you what's been going on the past couple of hours. We've been quiet all morning here in the nation's capital. Seeing those clouds roll in, that will continue to be the trend as we head through the rest of your morning. But notice our friends off to the west, radar starting to indicate some of that wintry precipitation working its way across that area, and it's all thanks to this wider picture. There's a storm system right now making its way across the Ohio Valley. That's going to continue to work its way into the district as we head through the day today. So again, keep that in mind when heading out. Make sure to grab the umbrella before heading out the door today. Now, temperatures right now have started to warm up, especially here in the nation's capital from earlier this morning. We're now sitting at 34 degrees, 31 currently in Hagerstown, and highs today will be on the cooler side. So keep it here. We'll break down this full forecast, Tosin, coming up.
We will talk to you soon. New this morning, Arlington County Police say a suspect is in custody for allegedly stabbing an adult and a child. Officials say it happened on Army-Navy Drive near the Fashion Center at Pentagon City. The adult and child are in the hospital with serious injuries. Police say they believe the victims and the suspect knew each other, and there is no threat to the community at this time. Some developing news out of the district this morning. DC Fire and EMS say a woman is in critical condition after she somehow got stuck under a metro train. Officials say it happened at Gallery Place in Northwest. The victim now recovering at the hospital. We'll bring you more updates as we learn more. Metro Transit Police say they confiscated this handgun right there on your screen from a rider on one of its buses. Police say they stopped the suspect who was trying to skip out on paying a bus fare. They say the suspect became aggressive with officers and took off. During the chase, police say the suspect threw the gun away. He was arrested shortly after that. And this comes just days after a wanted man was arrested after getting on a Metro bus with a loaded shotgun. Officers were on patrol for people evading fares. We're told he refused to give police his ID when they caught him not trying to pay. Police found the loaded gun in his coat when they searched him. 8:04 in Virginia, police are investigating a deadly shooting in downtown Fredericksburg. Officers responded to William Street at about 1 a.m. on Saturday. There, they found Tyler Lee Jones shot. He was sent to the hospital where he later died. And police are now looking for this man on your screen, Elijah Musgrave, in connection to the shooting. Investigators say he is considered armed and dangerous. He is currently wanted for multiple charges, including second-degree murder. If you have any information, you are asked to call police. And we are learning more details about a police chief in Maryland accused in a drunk driving crash that seriously hurt another driver. Investigators say his blood alcohol level was 3 times the legal limit. Prince George's County Community College chief is being held without bond. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg was on campus to get reaction from students.
A lot of students I talked with were unaware of his arrest. They say there was no communication by the college, but some say they are concerned that the person in charge of upholding the law on campus could put others in danger. 55-year-old Derek Myers turned himself into Fairfax County Police Tuesday night, charged with a DUI. Detectives say his blood alcohol level on Friday night was more than 3 times the legal limit. They say he was driving east on Random Hills Way in Fair Lakes when he lost control, entered the westbound lanes, and hit a Honda CR-V. The victim in that car taken to the hospital in life-threatening condition.
I hope he takes responsibility for his actions, for what has happened.
Myers is the chief of police at Prince George's Community College, where students are learning about the crash.
My thoughts is honestly disappointment. I'm not angry or sad about the situation, mostly just disappointed that someone who was meant to protect us would do something that would not only put himself but others at risk.
We asked Prince George's Community College how they're handling the situation and if Myers is on leave. A spokesperson said in a statement they're aware of the situation and the college does not comment on personnel issues.
He should have been more careful, knowing if that was someone else, he would have taken it upon himself, like seriously. So this is a serious issue.
Myers is being held without bond at the Fairfax County Adult Detention Center. Anyone with information about the crash is asked to call Fairfax County Police. In the studio, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Staying in Maryland, fire and EMS say a family is without a home after this fire in Rockville. Take a look at the damage left behind. Officials say the blaze on Saturday morning started in a bedroom on this home on Randolph Road. 2 people were able to escape. Officials say both are okay. The cause of the fire is under investigation. We're coming up on 8:07, big news for Metro passengers this morning. Starting today, trains on the Red Line will run automatically. Metro is returning to automated service for the first time since that deadly 2009 crash near Fort Totten Station. WMATA says since then it's made significant track and safety upgrades. Officials say the automatic trains will benefit riders in more ways than one.
Get them quicker and get where we need to go even faster. That's awesome.
Become more cost efficient by running in automated mode so we can provide better service at a lower price point overall as well.
The rest of the rail lines are expected to be fully automated by the end of next year. In Loudoun County, you'll soon be able to ride local buses for free. There are 30 different bus routes Monday through Friday and limited service Saturdays. Starting next year, the free services will help people access Metro stations. The service is also free for paratransit buses. Free fares start January 2nd. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin announced more than $50 million to support students most in need. The money will be used to carry out the state's Road to Readiness Resource Hub. That's the tool that provides Virginia Department of Education insights into school performance. The money will focus on infrastructure, technical trainings, and new individualized education programs. And in Virginia this week, Governor Glenn Youngkin is celebrating the 2-year anniversary of the Right Help, Right Now initiative, advancing behavioral health and help for people in a crisis. Youngkin says there are more than 100 publicly funded mobile crisis units in the state. They operate 24/7. People can get help by calling 988. Youngkin saying the addition of more teams ensures Virginians get the support they need when they need it.
Years into our 3-year transformation, we are seeing great progress, collaboration, and of course, statewide movement in meeting the needs of Virginians.
Youngkin says when he presents his proposed amendments to the state budget next week, it will include about $70 million additional dollars for improvements to Virginia's behavioral health system. All right. right, you know what time it is. Time to talk football. The Washington Commanders hitting the road today, fresh off their bye week, taking on the New Orleans Saints. Now, the Commanders have all but secured the #2 spot in the division, and they're chasing the Philadelphia Eagles, who show no signs of slowing down. Now, for the Commanders, the NFC wildcard race is tightening up. They do not need to win out the rest of the way, but picking up a win against a struggling Saints team without a starting QB would definitely help the team's momentum. At practice this week, head coach Dan Quinn talked about getting the team ready to push to the end of the season after a bye week.
Came back, we wanted calls and communication and catching and all the movements that you need to play, and so that's where we started it Monday. And the good news was that the team came back energized, and ready to do that, to see one another. And so that's, if you don't have that day, that makes it much harder to recapture what you want in the speed today. So I was pleased that we were able to capture that on Monday.
All right, let's take a look at the Burgundy and Gold's team injury report. Noah Brown, dealing with a kidney issue, is out for the season. And of course, Marshawn Lattimore active and ready to make his Commanders debut against his old team this afternoon. Kickoff at 1 o'clock. All right, Brittany, they're not here playing at home. So will they have winning weather where they're going to play today?
It depends, Tosin, on your description of winning weather. Yes.
We could take the cold, just no precipitation. How about that?
And you know what? In New Orleans, it looks like they do have a chance of seeing a few showers work their way across that area. And here at home, we are going to be tracking some rain, and our friends off to the west is going to be dealing with a wintry mix. So take your time when heading out the door, planning out the rest of your day here in the nation's capital. We're going to be holding on to cloudy skies through much of the morning into the early afternoon hours. Temperatures are expected to warm up into the lower 40s today, so keep it here. We'll break down this full forecast, Tosin, coming up.